Graphical elements that you can put onto an individual layer can be saved so that you can repeat them over and over again through the use of something called a style. It's probably the easiest thing for us to be able to explore using text. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my text tool. I'm going to grab the text color. I'm going to turn it white. And I'm going to click and drag out a box just so that I have it confined. And I'll type in the word welcome. Now, once I have that set, I'm going to make this box a little smaller, move this all the way over here, and I'm going to hit Command Return or Control Enter just to commit the text. Now that I have that set, notice over here in the Layers panel, there's a section that says Welcome. Now, if you double click on the word Welcome, it obviously lets you change the name. But if you double click on this bar right here, you can access the different layer styles. So inside of here, you have a bunch of different elements that you can add to this. For example, let's say that I wanted this to have a little bit of depth. I can select the drop shadow, and now you'll notice that there's a slight drop shadow there. If you want to adjust that, you can always single click on the drop shadow itself there, and you can change the distance, you can change the overall spread, or the overall size of that drop shadow. Now, angle could be changed here, which I think is kind of cool. But a lot of the times I usually like just coming back to this here and moving the angle and kind of getting it exactly where I need it. So now I have something set up. I probably don't want the spread to be as much. And once I have that set, I'll increase the size a little bit just so that it offers a little bit of depth. Now, you can add additional things to this. Let's say, for example, I wanted to be able to stroke this text. I can single click on stroke. Notice that there's a small outline that appears around the text. Highlighting again the stroke section, you can change the overall size, you can change where the stroke is positioned, and you can change the overall color of that element. I'm going to make it a little obnoxious there, just bring it down ever so slightly. Now, you can continue to stack individual elements here. So now I'm adding an inner shadow, so it feels like it's a little inset. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3. I'm not going to put any more to this. All right, I lied. I'm going to put 1 more into it. I'm going to go to Color Overlay. And under Color Overlay, I'm going to change this to, let's say, let's try something like this, green. So now these styles, 1, 2, 3, 4, or these effects are aggregately put together into something that you can call a style. And you'll notice that here it gives you a preview of this. If I click on OK, those are the individual effects that you have to this. You can turn off all of the effects, or you can turn off individual effects right from this one section. Now, if I want to save the collection of all of those effects together as an individual style, you can always double click back on effects, and you can't really tell from here, but the word styles here at the top saves a series of preset styles that you already have done. This is showing you a preview of what that element looks like, and you can click on the new style option here. It shows you a preview, it shows you the layer effects, and I'm going to call this mint green. Once I have that set, I'm going to click OK. Now, if I wanted to apply this to something else, let's say, for example, I have this rounded rectangle. Now, the rounded rectangle is just showing up as white. But if I want to apply the style, again, I can double click on this, go to the Styles section, and I can select the mint green right from this list. Not bad. I'm going to cancel that and I'm going to show you where else you can do that from. I'm going to click on Window. You have a Styles panel that'll save all of these individual styles. I'm going to pull this out, close all these other panels. So here you have all these individual styles, and the last one on the list is mint green. Click on that. And now you've taken all of those effects and applied it to something completely different.